Hey folks, Alex here, 95 to Freedom. In today's video, we're going to talk about dividends that I received on week 29. Yes, it's already been week 29 and this is crazy. So let's talk about this. If you're new to this channel, and here I document my journey investing high yield dividends in order to build this machine that will one day replace my job. So if you like this kind of content, make sure you follow me. Click that subscribe button and let's get started, folks. First thing first, I want to give a huge shout out to all my new subscribers, folks. Let's see here, share my screen. Okay, so we're up to 1,827 subscribers. This is just phenomenal. Loving all the engagement, all the content. Now, folks, I just want to make some things clear. Whatever I do, none of this is for you to follow, for you to copy my investments or anything like that. I'm doing everything with my own limited knowledge and with my best judgment on my sales, my purchases, and everything like that. If you disagree with my purchases or with my sales of different ETFs, I'm here. I'm welcoming any type of discussion. So make sure you leave some comments for engagement. So thank you for that and everybody who has been engaging. Let's get to 2,000 subscribers by end of this week, and that will be amazing, folks. Okay, let's talk about the portfolio. So for those who haven't seen my previous videos, I did contribute another $45,000 into my portfolio. So this is the holdings that I'm currently holding today. And right now we have a little bit over $200,000 in cash, and we're sitting about $105,500 on margin. For those folks who are new, margin's basically the broker lending you money, which you can then use to invest into dividend paying assets. So that's what we're doing on this channel. We're leveraging, we're utilizing, we're being smart, and at the same time we're monitoring what we're getting in dividends. So this week we're going to talk about dividends for the week 29. Okay, let's talk about the 5 positions that I have left. If you tracked with me since the beginning of the year, you've seen my portfolio change over time. And don't mind the bottom 3 here. These are just some options that I'm doing. These are long-term options. Right now they're in the red, so they don't look really good, but it's not a lot of money that is in my portfolio in these options. Okay. Alti. Okay, this is the largest position that I have right now. I'm really bullish on Alti, 30,000 shares. Some people leaving comments saying I'm crazy, and maybe I am. Let's look at Alti 6 month. Okay, so look, this is part of the reason I got into Alti. I really like the way it's stabilized since the end of the tariffs. There's been perspectives change the way they run the fund. Now, I had somebody leave a comment the other day that actually there was no perspectives change. So I'm not even sure what's true anymore, and I have to do some more research. But this has been going sideways and up since, and I really like seeing that. So it's really kind of flat. Now, one thing with the dividends, folks, Alti right now is paying about 85% dividends. One of the issue here is we want to make sure we can recover our dividend. So we got a dividend today. Yesterday was ex-dividend day. And for those that don't understand, basically when you get that dividend from any of these funds, the value of each stock falls by the amount of the dividend, right? And what we're looking for is the recovery. Is there enough momentum? Is there enough demand? Is there enough push from the underlier? Now, Alti is a balanced fund. It's holding different types of funds. So if we look at Alti holdings, okay, so if we go to like Stock Analysis, a great website here, they kind of break it down what the holdings are. Okay, so this is what Alti is holding. It has a position in MSTR, AST, Robinhood, UPST, Reddit, some big ones, Palantir, Coin, RGTI. These SMCI, these have a huge volatility, and they're able to make the money on the options with these holdings. So that's one of the reasons I like Alti, that it's diversified across the different spectrum. It is very tech heavy, and that's where we're seeing the most gains, in the last few years, is from tech, from development of AI, from development of just robotics, and all the technology advancements that we've had. So That's really nice to see. Okay, so really, okay, so we got our dividend, but the portfolio did drop. Okay, I'm 1% down on my position, and I'm down $1,990. Okay, since I bought into Ulti, so we'll keep that in mind. QDT, this one is one of my favorites. This one's on the QQQ from Roundhill. This one's a weekly payer. I have over 1,800 shares in here, and this one's been stellar performer. Pays out around 34-35% a year. So if you extrapolate that, weekly, you can kind of see what you're getting per week, around typically 23 cents or so. XDT, this one is on the SPY S&P 500, and this one's also from Roundhill weekly pair as well. I'm down 5% on it, and that's because I bought into this right before the tariff, so I'm still recovering slowly out of this fund. BTCI, this one is tied to Bitcoin. It pays monthly, pays around 28%, and it has been a very nice performer, but recently it's actually had a pullback. So Bitcoin, let's see what Bitcoin position is right now as far as price. Okay, so we did have a pullback, from all-time high of 120 just on Tuesday, and now we're down to 115,000. So if you guys have seen my previous videos where I've sold all my Misty position, this was one of the reasons I got out of it, because I was afraid of a Bitcoin pullback. Let's take a look what Misty is doing, just out of curiosity. Okay, it's down 2% today. This month, Misty overall is down 3.3%. The last 5 days down almost 5%. Okay, so, and we're down, looks like a couple bucks since Thursday, July 17th. Okay, let's take a look at the next position, and that is SMCY. This is one that I'm holding on. It's been slowly climbing back. This is another one that I bought into beginning of the year, where I got in before the tariffs. If we look at 6 months, so I got into it. Let's see what my average cost is. If we slide over, I think it should tell me 130. Let's see, 24.27 average cost basis. So I got in here somewhere around the March timeframe. And as you can see, it's been very flat, but it's slowly crawling back up. So my plan is to hold on to it. I'd like to recover whatever I'm down on it, and it pays a monthly dividend. So it's nice to get those. Okay, so that's the positions. That's where we're at. Overall, my portfolio, we are down 0.63%, and we're down $1,951. And today we're in the red. Mostly, a lot of that's driven by Bitcoin. Okay, let's see what Ulti is doing. Okay, Ulti's climbing back up. We're up to 626, which is nice to see that. We're heading into the green direction. All right, let's talk about why we're here. It's the dividends, right? What did we get this week? Starting out from the left, XDT, we got $136. If you see the previous ones, I did lower my position on XDT because I went more into Ulti. So that's been kind of cut in half. 136 bucks a week is what I'm getting from XDT. QDT, we got $428. I've initially lowered my position, and then I got more into it once I deposited that $45,000 this week. So we're up to $428. Ulti, we got $3,087. That's right, folks. This is weekly. We're getting 10 cents. We got over 10 cents per share. Remember, I'm holding 30,000 shares of this. BTCI is another one that I received for this month, $613. As you can see, this position, this dividend has grown since the last one, and I haven't changed the amount of shares that I'm holding. Now, everything else I got out of, folks. I got out of Coney, I got out of AMD, Hui, I still have SMCY, I got out of MSTY, so I got out of NVIDIA, got out of Pleiade, got out of TSMY, and I got out of Tesla. So all of these, really, we can hide at this point. We are down to 5 funds, and this is what we got for the year. For the year, we're up $35,000 on these dividends. Okay, most of my positions I've entered back in April timeframe, March to April timeframe, and then that was about $180,000 back then. And like I said, I deposited another $45,000 this week. So I have, if we do the math, I think my initial was 186,500 plus $45,000. 231,500 is what I invested into this account. Now, I did take a lot of money out, and I made a video where I showed how much I've taken out. I've taken out over, at this point, probably over $50,000 out of this account. So if you add that into it, you kind of see where we're sitting, 281, 500 minus the current position of 200,000. So that's kind of how I do the math on it. Now, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a column for each week. I'm going to have a starting balance of my account and ending balance for the week. And then I'm going to have a column where I'm going to add how much distributions I've taken out. Now, I'm taking out distributions in order to pay off my bills and get out of debt. So once that is done, then I can start to grow this portfolio into something that's a little bit more stable, more conservative. One of the things I'm looking at is getting back into SPY, getting back into QQQI, and increasing my position in XTT and QDT because these two have been very solid. Now, Alt is a huge gamble right now. I really want to see a recovery from it. I need to get back into the green on my total position before I can take a distribution. That's really what we're trying to do. Listen, if you're getting a dividend and your fund isn't recovering, you're just getting your money back. You're not actually making money. And if you continue to withdraw that, your account's going to go to zero. So you want to make sure that you set up some kind of basis for it. So originally I had a basis of around $160,000. Anything above that, I would withdraw and I would use for my bills and my debt. Now, one of the questions is, why don't I just throw my money right at the debt instead of investing into this stuff and then paying with it? Well, really, I'm arbitraging the money, right? So if I just go ahead and pay off the debt, I don't have that money that I can then grow into this portfolio. So I'd rather invest the money and then take out the dividends if I'm over my basis and then pay off the debt. That's really my mindset behind it. Okay, so that's going to be the video for today. We'll try to make it brief. It's the weekend, folks. Enjoy it. I'll probably make another video tomorrow. We'll talk about something interesting. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And we'll see you on the next video, folks. Take care.